Hey everyone, welcome back to another mobile episode of Yum Chums. On this episode, we are trying the new Burger King Whopper Melt. I almost forgot what it was called. There's 3 varieties. There's the regular, the bacon, and the spicy. We got all 3. We're going to try them and let you know what we think. Let's obviously try the regular one first.
Obviously.
They were nice enough to circle it for us. Original.
I feel like they always do that. I think it's for them more than it is for us.
Sure.
I mean, that's what I think it is.
Okay, so just off of jump, the bread looks nice. Ish.
But it's just...
What?
It just is so sloppy.
Oh, yeah.
It looks...
The Burger King I went to was severely understaffed, and it took a minute. Their drive-thru wasn't even working. So it's caramelized onions, some kind of sauce, looks like a Thousand Island-y type sauce.
It's
cheese,
a lot of onion.
and burger. But this does not look like a Whopper patty to me. I might be wrong, but...
I don't know. I don't eat Whoppers like that, so...
Okay, I'm just going to tear it like this. I didn't know. I meant to bring a knife.
It looks like McDonald's, It's really thin beef. And there are so many onions,
I dropped
man.
See, I don't mind that. I am a caramelized onion fiend.
I like caramelized. Are these even caramelized, bro?
They're lightly grilled. They probably were lightly grilled this morning, and they just put in a container.
They probably came in a bag, caramelized, and they just... I mean... I like it.
I like it. The sauce is a little sweeter than what I thought it would be.
It's very sweet. Tastes like a Burger King burger.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think it's that spectacular, but it's... I like melt. I'm a fan of melts.
Yeah, it's like a Frisco melt or whatever you call it.
I don't know if that is.
There's a few other fast food restaurants that have Freddy's frozen custard. I actually think Burger King has something called a Frisco melt, where it's like toast bread with this sauce and like a burger. They might not have it now, but they had it at one point.
What is toast bread?
Like regular bread, like toast. You know what I mean.
So...
You know what I mean.
Toast bread.
Toast bread. Not like bun bread. Toast bread.
You can toast a bun. You can toast it. That's toasted.
I think we should go for the bacon next, because it's
do it.
exactly the same, just with bacon.
Let's do it. Everything's better with bacon.
Everything? Okay.
Is that a song?
I was about to just sing what you were saying, and I know...
So it's not a song.
You hate that,
So you just made it into a song.
Okay, so... It's
this one's not as toasted.
Not as toasted. Yeah, there's no brown on it at all. Mind you, the lady cooking was in a hurry.
The cheese is everywhere.
Caramelized onions, cheese, sauce, bacon.
It's all over the side of the sandwich. It's just, just a mess.
I'm going to do that number again. That actually seemed to work all right.
I won't hold it against them. How just unbelievably sloppy it
There
was.
I went up to the drive-thru and they were just like, "Hi, sorry, our system's down. You got to come inside." And I'm just like, "Oh, okay." And when I came inside, there was 3 people in front of me, and then by the time I was done, there was 5 people behind me.
So their system was not down. What was down?
They were understaffed.
They had no one to work a drive-thru. It's the same system. That tastes different to me. Is there barbecue sauce on this?
Mm-mm. That's just the same sauce.
It tastes completely different to me.
Their bacon is... Okay.
Their bacon has no... It is the softest thing of it. If I didn't know there was bacon on this...
I think I saw her pull it out from a tray and just put it on the sandwich.
Yeah, that's what they do.
Yeah. Too bad they don't have a flat top. They pull it out from the tray, throw it on the flat top for a second, and then put it on.
No, that bacon gets cooked in the morning and sits there until it's gone.
Yeah, this is leftover breakfast bacon, probably.
Oh, yeah. It sits there till it's gone, and then they just make more.
Oh, speaking of that, I don't know. Well, actually, you've worked at McDonald's, so you might know. This is for all you viewers out there that don't know. I found this out from somebody who worked there. The hash browns at McDonald's. Let me finish swallowing. If you get a hash brown from McDonald's breakfast and the potatoes stick to the paper, it means it was left over from the previous day. You know how sometimes they fit in the paper perfectly and they pull out perfectly?
When I worked at McDonald's, we never ever
I mean, it
saved.
could be, I could be wrong, but that's what I was told by somebody who was a manager there.
Okay, when I worked there, if there were any hash brown, I mean, when I worked there was no all-day breakfast. But when we worked there after breakfast, if hash browns weren't sold, you threw it in the trash. Why would you save it? That doesn't even make any sense.
I don't know.
Like, literally, they would go through every once in a while and throw things away. Because
were they fried, frozen?
Yeah.
Makes me think maybe these ones got thawed out and then refrozen and cooked the next day.
That's more likely. Like, they brought
maybe
it
that's
out,
what he meant.
Because there's no way they would fry it and then leave it.
Well, maybe
there.
they left, like, they take like a stack out to fry them, and by the time they're done with the stack, maybe there's a couple left that get room temperature and they have to refreeze them. So maybe that's what he meant by leftover from the day before.
Anyway,
because I've definitely gotten ones that had the paper where it stuck to the paper. Always.
Maybe it just was cold and sitting there and the grease stuck it to the paper.
I don't know.
Anyway, that was good. I like that.
That one was... Yeah, I'm actually more fond of the regular one. I don't think it needed bacon.
No, I disagree. Everything needs bacon. That was better.
See, I'm not a huge fan of bacon unless it's on something. Like, my typical breakfast meat would be like sausage, ham, or scrapple.
Bacon is the only... Like, one of the only foods that can be served for breakfast, lunch, dinner, or dessert.
I love bacon on things and in things. Don't get me wrong. But just bacon on the side with my breakfast in the morning... I choose a different meat usually. Never doing the spicy.
You never cease to amaze me.
This is okay.
Ooh.
This is exactly the same thing, but with jalapenos.
I don't know.
A lot
looks
of them.
Oranger though.
Yeah, this looks way oranger. Maybe it's a spicy sauce.
Maybe.
I kind of want to sniff it, but we're about to split it, so
Yeah,
I don't want to do that.
please
I was about to just...
Put your nose all
I was
up in
about
it.
to.
I know you were. You always do. You
My
just shove
germs.
stuff in your face.
Okay. I'm scared.
Why? There's a lot of jalapenos.
I like spicy, but I'm not a huge fan of jalapeno spicy.
You know, I'm not a huge fan of jalapenos either, but I do like them.
Like,
it's a weird relationship.
There's this jalapeno
But
hanging out.
there's so many jalapenos on this.
Everything in me is telling me to pull this jalapeno out right now. But I'm not. I'm going to eat it.
Yep. Just instant jalapeno. It is spicy.
The sauce is... Oh. The sauce is definitely spicy.
It's good, though. I like it. Maybe I would say, hey, don't, like, grab a handful of jalapenos and throw it on there. Like, can you, like, place just a few?
Light jalapenos, please.
Because there's, like, at least 8 jalapeno slices on this thing.
I'm glad I got us a drink.
This sandwich is not that big for 8 slices of jalapeno.
Oh, there goes my lid.
Like, the amount of jalapeno on this is like, if you go to Subway and you order a foot long and you get jalapeno on it, like, that's how much jalapeno they put on it. And then
they're just like, oh, you wanted it spicy? I'm going to make it spicy. Well,
is there like a cap to how much spice jalapeno can provide? Like,
I'm sure.
Like, you eat, like, if you eat 1 jalapeno, but if you eat like 5 jalapenos, it's going to be spicier. But if you eat 100 jalapenos, eventually it's got to be like, it can't be spicier.
Well, your senses will go numb after a certain point.
No, mine don't go numb. That's all thing that talked about peppers, and it was like peppers, like, were a plant that created this defense mechanism to not be eaten. and we're just like, give it to me.
Bet.
It's like, we're going to create this thing that destroys your mouth so that you won't eat it.
Well, it's funny because like certain animals won't eat it because they are
Because they're wimps.
yeah. Well, they know better.
If they ate it, if they actually tried it, they probably were just like, oh, like this doesn't smell good. Like I don't want to eat. Because if you smell like pure spice, you're like, oh god. Like
I just bit on a hard seed. From the jalapeno.
there's probably some gristle in the
No,
leaf.
it wasn't gristle. It was like plastic, like a seed.
Seeds aren't plastic.
I mean, it was harder than gristle. You know, there's some people who don't know what gristle is or means. Oh yeah, you're the one who told me about one of our friends who has no idea what gristle was.
Yeah. Yeah. That's thing.
Spicy.
That's it's not as spicy as I thought it would be.
Yeah.
I know you.
Burger King has other things that are spicier, like that spicy chicken.
I've never had it.
It's spicy.
See, but your tolerance and my tolerance are a lot different.
Yeah, but hey, I mean, I did the death nut challenge.
Yeah, but it took you like 10 minutes to eat the second nut after you. Good God, stop holding it that way.
But I did it.
You did do it.
A lot of people would not do that.
But that was like a different experience, man. It wasn't just about your mouth. It was about like my whole body was like shutting down.
Well, we both had completely different reactions to it.
My mouth was fine, but my like stomach, like everything about my finger, I couldn't even feel my hands anymore.
I remember after we stopped filming that video, you were like in a different state. You needed a minute.
It was like a hallucinogenic, man. Like I was just
I
like,
didn't even
what
do
is
that
happening
great
to
at
me?
the spicy bean boozled.
Yeah, that was weird because that wasn't that bad.
No,
Anyway,
that one was.
I didn't even know it wasn't. The most mild one was bad. Anyway,
all right, you guys.
those were good.
Those were good. Which one was your favorite?
I think the spicy one was my favorite.
I think the original was my favorite.
No, the original was lowest.
Yeah.
That's the last one I would get.
I low-key want to put like lettuce and tomato on it.
I mean, you could, but it's a melt, man.
But the first one was my favorite. I would eat it as a meal with some fries or onion rings. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I enjoyed
I'd get it again.
I enjoyed all three of them. I mean, it wasn't... I don't really see what made it a Whopper.
They've done sourdough burgers before, and like other sourdough like breakfast items, but this one seemed a little different. It seemed smaller to me, especially small for if you're gonna call it a Whopper.
Well,
when I think Whopper, I think more like that size.
Well, are you talking about the patty or the whole sandwich?
Well,
are you accounting for the size of the bun?
Yeah, I guess the Whopper bun itself is bigger.
You're also, when you're talking about a Whopper,
all the toppings,
lettuce, tomato, all of that stuff adds stuff, onions.
I don't know. I was just expecting it to be slightly larger.
So next time you go, order a Whopper on sourdough bread with no toppings.
And I want the sauce and I want the caramelized onions.
Yeah, and see if it looks the same.
Yeah.
They're like, you want a Whopper Melt? No.
I'm sure it'll be the
No,
same.
I don't want a Whopper Melt.
I want this complicated thing.
I want a Whopper on sourdough bread with caramelized onions and the sauce, whatever that is that you put on the melt, but I don't want the melt.
It's like a house mixed with like Thousand Island sort of.
House sauce. You can't say it's a house. House sauce could mean anything.
Yeah,
it's their sauce.
Sauce. Yeah, it is. It was good. I liked it. It was a little sweet.
It was.
Don't get me wrong. The sweet took me off guard for a minute. I liked it.
When I ate that bacon one, I thought I was eating barbecue sauce. Like legit.
Yeah, maybe.
Or like horsey sauce.
Maybe it was because
or Arby's sauce. It tasted like Arby's sauce.
It kind of did taste like Arby's sauce.
Yeah.
So we liked it. We liked it. Go out and get it. Go try it. That was right now. Sorry. That was the Whopper Melts. I keep almost forgetting the name. The trio of Whopper Melts from Burger King. They are new, so go try them.
They are new.
They're new. All right. Until next time.
We're the chums.
We try the yums. Peace. I stole your piece.